What's up, gamers? This is Proto, and welcome to another episode of Like or Dislike, where we look at some of the latest games that came out. I give you an overview of the game, tell you my thoughts about it after I put my hands on it, and just do pros and cons at the end, help you decide if you want to invest into the game or not. And today we're looking at Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. In this newest edition in the Dragon Ball Z universe games, you get to relive the moments of the Dragon Ball Z era through Goku and his friends in this fighter, RPG, and open world game. If you're a fan of the anime, you will like how they follow the series in detail with events that happen in the game. You do more than just fight in the key moments of the anime. You actually get to live, rotating between different characters throughout the series. You get to fish, gather food, ingredients, hunt, help locals and iconic characters while being rewarded with XP and items to raise the stats, and acquire new techniques and moves for your characters. Now you have different community hubs that you can assign characters to that will boost your stats as well, and you can also give them gifts to help them support you better in combat, giving them new techniques as well. The controls aren't the best in this game when you're in the open world, and you might feel like you might be fighting with the camera, but if you can get past that, you can enjoy that part of the game. The open world part was actually more enjoyable than I thought it was. Just being able to go around and seeing everything that goes on. Like I said, if you follow the anime, you're going to recognize a lot of things in this open world. They really paid attention to this anime. Fighting wise, the controls are very good, and you can switch to using your super abilities very quickly on the fly. It is very satisfying to break a combo and to pull off an iconic super move at the right time against the enemy. Now, they give you plenty of activities and resources and items to collect, so you can lose a lot of time by just doing side missions, helping locals, collecting resources to boost your people up. So there's definitely a grind aspect there with the world part and the RPG elements. Now, graphics wise, the game is very beautiful with its bright colors and shell shaded technique. The lip syncs can be off sometimes, and you may see frame rate drop here and there, but it's not nothing too bad that it'll just break the game. Now, cutscenes and dialogue might be lengthy, and if you watch the animes, you're kind of used to that. But you'll have to constantly hit the continue button for non-cutscene dialogue. And basically, when you have a main cutscene that's playing, the dialogue will keep on going with no problems. But when you're actually talking to the characters, that's when you have to constantly keep pressing the button for the dialogue to continue going. That can get very annoying, especially if you just put the controller down to do something and you think the dialogue is going to keep on going, but it's not until you hit the button. Now, that's pretty much the synapse of the whole game, the overview. So let's jump into the pros versus the cons. And starting off with the pros, the first one we're going to look at is the open world concept. Like I said, if you follow the anime, then you're definitely going to recognize and enjoy this world. They took the time to put a lot of iconic characters, events, things that you recognize if you watch the anime. And if you didn't follow the anime, you're going to have a lot to do in this open world. It is not a dead open world. You have a lot of activities to do. You have main side missions, you have side missions that pop up, and then like I said, you get simple activities by just gathering resources to boost your people up. So you can have a whole play session just gathering resources doing side missions where you actually continue on with the story. Now, for the next pro we're going to look at is the fights are very challenging. Even when you're fighting low level enemies to when you're fighting main villains, it is very fun and very satisfying. Once you find out their techniques, you learn how to block them, you can get in some good hits and get back. But don't be surprised, because they will pull off some counters on you and wreak some damage on you. So sometimes you might get your butt whooped before you find out the right set of moves to go against the enemy. And the last pro we're going to look at, it follows the anime very well. Like I said before several times, if you follow the anime, it really follows it almost word per word, scene per scene. Every event that happened in the Dragon Ball Z world is being showed off in this. And like I said, if you watch the anime, you're really going to appreciate it. If you didn't watch the anime, this is your chance to actually live the anime now. So with the pros done, let's take a look at the cons. So the first con we're going to look at is the dialogue text. And I mentioned this earlier. For some odd reason, it doesn't make sense to me that for the main cutscenes, the talk will keep going with no problems. But once you're talking to the characters, it doesn't. You have to constantly be clicking the button for it to keep going. So that's definitely a con to me, because like I said, if I put the controller down, it's not going to progress any further. So why do it for the main cutscenes but not for the dialogue text? So with that con done, the next one we're going to look at is the controls and the camera. Like I told you guys before, the controls for this is not the best, and you will definitely understand where I'm coming from once you get into the open world part and you're trying to fly around while using the camera. The flying is fun, but the controls are not mapped well for it. Hopefully you can set it up better, but it was a big learning curve for me to get past it. Like, it took some of the joy away from actually flying around as some of your favorite characters. And the last con we're gonna look at is the community management part. Now, this is the part that people can really blow past, because if you're more worried about just getting into the game, fighting Frieza, Cell, Vegeta, all them, you're going to completely blow past this. And in a way, it can help you, but the way they brought it to you, it just looks more like a pain. Like, it's like something you really don't want to do. So I can see a lot of people avoiding it. And that's pretty much the pros and the cons. Overall, I'm definitely enjoying the game. As you guys can tell, I'm a big DBZ fan, so I really like how they were paying attention to the anime. You know, they didn't really try going off and telling some far-fetched story. They stuck with the anime, and they gave you a good mix of fighting and open world. RPG elements could be worked on a little bit more, but if you enjoy the DBZ games, you're going to probably overall like this. Like I said, the main thing I can see that knock people down is the controls. And that's only with the open world part, flying around and around. Fighting wise, the controls are in sync and perfect, so you will definitely enjoy the fighting with it. And that's pretty much my thoughts on the game. So let me know how you guys feel in the comments below. If you got the game, let me know what you like and what you don't like about the game modes. If you feel the same way about the controls, definitely let me know. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I talk about stuff going on in the gaming and tech world, do reviews on some of the latest games and tech that's out, new top 10 new games coming out every month, and so much more. Make sure to follow social media pages so you can keep up to date what's going on, or if you want to reach out to me. I love talking about gaming, so don't be afraid to hit me up. Catch me streaming on Twitch, playing indie, PC, and console games, so hit me up in the chat while I'm gaming and make sure to hit that follow. But this is Proto, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.